The diagram and graph below illustrates some of the changes that occur to the genetic material in cells during gamete formation. And then it gives us these two pictures. Which of the following describes the importance of the process illustrated above? Okay, so an important term that it gives us up here at the front is that we have gamete formation. So we're forming or making gametes. So one important thing to remember is that gametes are made during meiosis. Okay, so we've talked about that recently, meiosis. This is when we make the gametes or the sex cells. So that's going to be the egg or the sperm. Okay, and another important thing to remember about our gametes and a step that happens in meiosis is something called crossing over. Okay, so remember the step crossing over, this only happens during meiosis. This only happens when we're making the gametes. And what happens is that the chromosomes get so close together that pieces of the chromosomes will break off and switch. So instead of having just like an all dark chromosome and an all light chromosome, you can see that pieces of it are now on the opposite. And what this does is it gives us different genetic combinations. So it gives us different, basically, combinations of the DNA. So now when we make those gametes, when we make those sex cells, each one is going to have a different combination of the DNA. So when we look at these pictures, okay, as we're going and trying to make the gametes, as we're trying to make the sex cells, each one of these should be genetically different from the others. We're going to have different eggs or different sperm. And that step happens because of crossing over. Okay, so taking all of that in, figure out A, B, C, or D, which one explains best what's happening in this process of meiosis and why is it important.